9 SASSA employees charged in connection with a multi-million rand card fraud scheme are expected to apply for bail in the Lenasia Magistrate's Court today. Their initial attempt was postponed after more charges were added. 3 of the officials were arrested at the agency's Johannesburg office last week. Newzroom Afrika's Mnisi is following the case and joins us now. Linda, good morning. There seems to be movement where you are. In fact, no, we're playing for our viewers just a recap of that dramatic arrest in the Johannesburg CBD last week. Pick up the story from the moment those police vehicles sped away.
All right, Iman. So tracing continued that morning as the police obviously were looking for several other suspects, and we understand that they went to various locations, including Alberton, Soweto, and Randfontein, where they were looking for those suspects. But the day ended up with just one additional person being arrested that particular day. Over the weekend, we're told that on Sunday, in fact, one of the suspects handed themselves over to the police, and that is why yesterday on Monday we saw 5 people entering the accused dock to present themselves for the very first time facing charges of fraud. It's been an interesting development in this matter, looking at how the charges continue to be added, Iman. This case started with just 2 charges of fraud and unlicensed, or rather being in possession of an unlicensed firearm. But you'd recall that earlier this month, the state then indicated that 54 more charges would be added. We came to court yesterday for the appearance of the latest arrests, right? And what we're told is that a number of charges had now been added. These amount to about over 1,300 charges that have since been added. And that makes the issue of the bail quite complex, Iman, because you'd recall that the reason why the initial bail application was postponed was because there were new charges that were added. The defense said they would need to familiarize themselves with these charges in order, of course, to compile an affidavit that speaks directly to the charges. But now it seems more charges have been added, and that could prove to be a challenge for the defense, who were not in court yesterday. Today we're going to be seeing all 9 of the accused persons entering the dock. There's a possibility that the 10th suspect could join them, but at this point what we know is that all 9 of them will be in the accused dock and possibly applying for bail. We'll get an indication from their lawyers if they are in a position to continue, because one thing is certain, Iman, the state says they're going to continue adding more suspects to this matter, and they cannot rule out the possibility of adding more charges. So it seems investigations are continuing in this particular matter, and it is only at a time when they say they've concluded their investigations, they're satisfied with what they found, and can now move on to the next stage. But at this point, it seems the investigations are continuing, and more people are going to be arrested. From what we were told yesterday, particularly by the SAPS, who do the investigation, is that they're looking for one more person. But the state is also saying that they've cast their net wider in search for people who may be implicated in this 260 million rand fraud scam. So it seems the investigations, the digging continues, while more suspects and more charges are being added. Iman?